Hello there everybody, how is it going and how have you been? I am EuclideanSqd, and we're back here in Duel Links to continue with the 10 loss trial of my Felgrand Destruction deck. You can see the deck contents down there in the corner, but the general strategy for this deck is to use monsters that are good at summoning level 7 or 8 dragons from the graveyard, and comboing that with powerful dragons such as Felgrand Dragon, or White Knight Dragon, or Archbrave Dragon to kind of overpower my opponents. And the trial has been going pretty well so far. We are at 6 wins and 2 losses, if memory serves. And for anybody new to the 10 loss trial, the main rules are such. I design a deck, either through inspiration of ones that I find online, through my own ideas, whatever. I use it in the PvP arena at least gold rank 1, and once I start, I cannot change the cards or the skill associated with that deck until it has lost 10 times, at which point the trial will be over. So, without further ado, let's just go right back into the PvP arena and kick things back off. I actually managed to rank up to gold rank 2 last time because I got like 4 wins out of 5 duels in that last episode. But I'm fully expecting that to slow down as the rank goes up, specifically because I'm probably going to have a higher chance of running into things like for hires, Amazons, Silent Magician. This deck kind of has average-ish chance against. It's not a super powerful meta deck by any means, but it's something that I love, and it's different than what you'll traditionally find. So, regardless, let's start our duel against Leaf. Let's see here. Already pretty solid opening hand with Wall of Disruption. I'll play Paladin of Felgrand. Grab Felgrand Dragon out of the graveyard. Right now Paladin is immune to monster effects, so let's see what you do in response. Nice combination of card sleeves and game mat too, by the way. Okay, one face down monster, one face down trap. No point to playing Guardian of Felgrand. Actually, no, there is, because he can take dragons out of the hand, so I might as well do that to get 2 1700 attack point monsters in play. There we go. No space to activate anti-magic arrows, but that's okay. Oh good, arrow mages. Now, glad I'm packing Wall of Disruption. But as of right now, I need to draw either a big dragon and tribute both Felgrand warriors, or Dragon Knight. There's no reason to activate Wall of Disruption because that only affects attack, not defense. So, he's not attacking because he's correctly guessing that I have a trap card. Lady of D, huh? No reason to play you, so I'll just pass. And I'm saving my trap because I've played around with arrow mages in the past. I'm sure it's like a row mage or something, but my brain's already programmed itself to say arrow mage, so. He's destroying his own Rosemary to draw a card. There's the Aroma Garden. Now he's just going to start healing every turn. All of his monsters are going to gain 500 attack and defense. Jasmine's going to be letting him draw additional cards. And what he's probably searching for is going to be Arrow Mage Bergamot, or the big Arrow Mage that starts with 2400, and whenever you gain life points, she gains 1000 extra attack. So, very scary card. Because combined with Aroma Garden, that means she gains 1500 attack points. So in other words, she becomes a 3900 attack point monster. That's 1 tribute. I'm sure that's what he's searching for right now. Do I attack that? Actually, let's see. what was the specific wording? All monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay. Now, with this new Arc Brave, I will go ahead and tribute these two Felgrand Warriors. Don't get to banish his field spell, but I am now strong enough to destroy. I'm not going to activate anti-magic arrows. I'm going to go ahead and destroy Jasmine. And he's going to activate a Draining Shield, because of course, it's a common trap card to run in that deck. It stops your opponent's attack and gives you a bunch of life points and sets off all the Arrow Mage effects. So I'm going to now get to activate the Arc Brave Dragon in the graveyard. Revive Felgrand. Supercharge his attack stat. What do you possibly have to activate at this moment? What do you possibly have? Here's the Bergamot. He's going to try and supercharge it. Not going to be strong enough to take out Felgrand. Oh, actually, please try powering it up just a little bit more. So if I can Wall of Disruption that. Okay. Missed the timing order just a little bit. Actually, this is even better. Oh, please tell me you're summoning a third one. Come on. Good enough. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, what are you picking? Light? Yeah, of course you are. Okay, never mind. I lose. Was not expecting an anti-magic arrows, even though I have a copy in my hand. So, can't activate Wall of Disruption. He's got me pinned. Well, that was a good 6 minutes of pretty much nothing happening. I can't be mad, though. I can't be mad. I tried as good as I could. Good game for you, man. Alright, well. Not off to a very stellar start, I must admit. But, alright. And challenge stamps. It's not a bad time. Like, I don't dislike the challenge stamps. Basically what the challenge stamps are is just Konami does this every couple of weeks where you're given 7 challenge stamps, and basically every duel you play in the PvP arena that does not end in a surrender marks off one of the stamps and you get the prize on it. So it's just something to encourage you to participate in PvP. It's nice because you do get a few extra gems along the way, but it's just a little annoying to me just because every time you load the game, it pops up and says, hey, there's challenge stamps, and it kind of just drags out a little bit. Alright, enough about that. I'm going to go ahead and do the same sort of opening. Use Paladin to pull Felgrand out of the deck so I can start special summoning it. Move the turn over to him. And this... Sorry, dude. Boss Hoss. Alright, Boss Hoss, what are you going to do in response? You're going to play 2 cards face down. You are going to summon Gemini Elf. Okay. Go ahead and attack. I can need 300 life points. I'm okay losing that. No reason to activate Twister. Now then. Okay. I'm gonna go full force. What are you contemplating? What are you thinking of doing? You gonna, what, treacherous trap hole? Are you going to enemy controller? Are you going to Twister? You're not going to do anything. Oh, he's probably reading through Dragon Knight's effect, so in that case, go ahead and use it. Discard Arcbrave to revive Felgrand. Still has a chance to activate something. He's not taking it. Select Arcbrave. Okay. See what you do in response to this. What are you going to do? Are you going to try and wall of disrupt me? You're going to enemy controller me. Okay. Alright with that, because you're at least not taking control of Felgrand. And Felgrand has 3,000 defense, so I'd be a little skeptical if you could get past it. I mean, it's possible, but what are you going to try and do now? You're going to put your Gemini Elf in defense mode? Yep. Okay. Still don't want to activate Twister. Probably put that to off then. Oh good, another enemy controller. Alright. Put you in attack mode. Change summon Dragon Knight. Still the possibility of activating something, but he's in adhesion trap hole. Okay. Have his attack power. It's fine. You can still destroy Gemini Elf. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send White Knight to the grave. Because if Dragon Knight can get off one more attack, that'll send an Arcbrave, and Arcbrave will revive White Knight. Alright. I feel like duels in the previous episode were going a bit faster. I apologize if this seems to be going slow. Again, nothing against this guy, you know. I'd rather an opponent kind of take some time and figure out what he wants to do than just, you know, rush recklessly or just, you know, run on autopilot using a meta deck tactic like Mask Heroes or something. But at the same time, that may mean that I don't get through as many duels in one episode as I did in the previous, which is probably going to be the case here. I'm going to enemy controller you, just because I really don't want to take over 1,000 damage in one sitting. And this is probably going to be game, but I'm still going to have a backup plan just in case. Unless you do something to stop this, which I don't think you can. Maybe that's a draining shield, I don't know. It's not. Alright, so we're at 1 win and 1 loss. Thank you very much for the duel, Boss Hoss. That's a pretty interesting deck you got there. I might check it out a little bit later. Alright. So I would like to get at least 3 duels done. So 35 wins. 50 more jewels. Yes, more gems. Oh my god, I've been buying from that new box, Magma Crusader, whatever the hell it's called. Anytime I get any sort of like half decent amount of gems trying to get some of the super rares, and I can't find them. I keep finding just nothing but rares and normals. And I know that's generally how the boxes work, but at the same time it's like, just one copy! One copy of Pudding Cess so I can at least start to experiment with the Modolches. one copy of Gem Knight Fusion so I can really start to experiment with the Gem Knights, and it won't give me either. Anyway, pleasure to meet you. You're probably going to be using 6 Samurais, just based on prior experiences with Joeys that use the Fields of the Warrior skill. And I start with both Arc Braves in my hand, and you are indeed using 6 Samurais. Great. What to do? It's possible this is going to wildly change based on what I draw next, but I think my only real option is enemy controller. Oh my god, Velrand, why? This is the downside to running 4 level 7/level 8 monsters in your deck, is that sometimes your deck decides to be a bitch and give them all to you right at the beginning. As you control a face-up 6 samurai monster, you can special this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Alright, cool. Now, no traps, that's a very good sign. So, going to enemy controller, Grandmaster 6 Samurai, summon Dragon Knight, attack Grandmaster to get rid of it. And then I'm going to get rid of the only other dragon in my deck, for it has a chance to show up in my hand too. Now I just need to figure out how to get an Arc Brave into the grave to revive it. Because odds are Dragon Knight is not living this round. Yeah. This is really going to hurt, so ideally I'll draw another Dragon Knight next turn. Dragon Knight, Lady of D would actually be really good. What else? You, not so much, dude. I think this is game. I mean, maybe I can hope that he misplays and ends his battle phase early? Maybe? It looks like this is gonna be second loss. And at the same time, like, can you blame me? When my deck gave me, you know, all my big dragons in starting hand, first draw, like, I feel like I made the best with what I had. Wasn't much, but I made the best of it. Oof. So this is, so 1 win, 2 losses for the episode. Definitely not great. And his challenge stamp keeps showing up, slowing me down slightly. Let's go right back in, because we still got plenty of time. Duel number 4. Can I please get one more win? At least. Bob. Hello, Bob. Oh good, Ancient Gears. I think I've met like 2 Crowlers that don't play Ancient Gears. Oh, this is kind of promising. He's on a losing streak. Maybe I can win. I do have options. Depending on what he plays. Oh, you're playing Sylvans. I bet. It's either Sylvans or just straight plant beatdown. Okay, let's see, what does the World Tree do again? Each time a face-up plant-type monster on the field is destroyed, place 1 flower counter on this card. You can remove any number of flower counters to activate these effects. Target 1 plant-type monster. Card gains 400 attack defensively end of turn. Target a card on the field, destroy it. Target 1 plant-type monster in the graveyard, special summon it. Okay. What I think I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to play Paladin. thinking about playing Dragonite and trying to attack, but he could just do that. But thankfully, I have a workaround, because if he plays something else, I can Wall of Disruption him. I'm not going to use Wall of Disruption yet. I would have if he played something else in attack mode, but because he has no face downs now, I'm not concerned about him reducing Dragonite's strength. So, and I like to save my anti-magic arrows for when I can guarantee a big amount of damage. So we'll toss White Knight, because no reason to use Arc Brave if there's no dragons in the graveyard, and Felgrand has to be sent from the field to the graveyard in order to be special summoned, so if he goes straight there from the deck, I can't summon him as easily. Both World Trees are at 1 counter, which means he can give his carrot 800 more attack points if he wants, which happens to be the exact amount that Wall of Disruption... Actually, Wall of Disruption will undo even more. So, yeah, I'm totally going to do this. Let him carve up another monster. Send an Arc Brave to the graveyard. Get an enemy controller. Arc Brave is going to revive White Knight, which is excellent. Now the one thing I'm concerned about is he says whenever a spell trap card targets him, target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Okay, so he is immune to the World Tree's effects. So I don't need to worry about that. I will go ahead and get rid of 1 though, just to kind of hinder him. And you're going to attack. I'll send the other Arc Brave. Probably should have just chosen to not. Oh, and then I win. I didn't realize his life points were so low. Sorry to knock you down a rank, Bob, but interesting deck at least. I haven't seen many people play around with the World Tree, so it's got potential. Keep experimenting. Alright. Still hovering at Gold Rank 2, because I think you need 3 consecutive ones to level up, or rank up, when you're in the gold statuses? I don't know. Let's see, we're at 23 minutes, we're at 2 wins, 2 losses, so let's go ahead and have one last duel to be the tiebreaker and decide whether this episode is going to be positive for the ratio or negative for the ratio. Jimmy Pablo from the UK. Alright, you're playing Amai. Oh lord, you're Amazons, aren't you? Aroma strategies, so you're going to know what your next card's going to be, and I get no monsters! Hell, at least I got a couple of spell cards that I can use to stall whatever he plays. And to be honest, I'd be lying if I said that my deck doesn't, this is the first time I've ever seen my deck act this way. This Felgrand Destruction deck, it's, I suppose temperamental is a good word. There's some days where it loves to help, and you're also playing World Tree. Yeah, first thought, some days where it just loves to help, gives me every card I need, other days where it just fights and spits at me as I try to duel. So, I'd rather not take almost half my life points in damage straight away, so kindly go away, thank you. Excuse me. Now, deck. Monster, please. Paladin, yes! Oh, this is actually really good. This is really good. Because I can clear a slot using Typhoon to get rid of his World Tree. I can summon Paladin to... where are you? Felgrand. And then with Ruins, I can immediately convert Paladin and the equipped Felgrand Dragon into a token, and then into Felgrand Dragon proper. Love whenever I get to do this. Alright. And what's really aces now is that... okay, figured you'd be running Enchanted Javelin if you had Arrow Mages in your deck. But Ruins does prevent anything he special summons from being able to use its effects for this first turn. Now that said, if he summons... if she tributes Rosemary for Bergamot, Ruins doesn't block it. Why did you switch yourself into attack mode? What are you planning? One face down. Trying to do some math in my head really quick. If I get Mirror Walled, Felgrand will drop to 1900, which is still enough to beat Rosemary. I could anti-magic arrows this thing. And you know what, just to get off 2000 damage, I think I will. Alright. The last thing I need is her having Mirror Wall on the field and having plenty of life points to play to keep it in effect. I'm just going to summon another Rosemary in attack mode, huh? What are you trying to do? Oh. If this is a Wall of Disruption, playing Dragon Knight is going to be bad. But Felgrand can still destroy her in the end. But I think I'm just going to save Dragon Knight, just in case this is something that can outright destroy Felgrand Dragon. Because if it is... okay, he's just going to Enchanted Javelin again. She's trying to get me to give her as many life points as possible. I am kind of flipping on the pronoun just because it's... whoever this is using my, and my is a woman, so... using the pronouns more to refer to the chosen duelist, as opposed to however the other player actually chooses to identify. I'm tired. What else is new? There's Bergamot. You're gonna try and do piercing, aren't you? Yep. I'm saying no. This time you have no Rosemary to put my Felgrand Dragon back into defense mode. Ooh, cool, an Archbrave. Come on, attack. Over 11,000 life points for a second there. This is an uphill battle. Jasmine. Oh god, you have another Bergamot in your hand, don't you? Yes, you do. Well, you know what? Go ahead, attack Felgrand. Cool, thank you. Because you didn't read how Dragon Knight wants to work, do you? Or did you? Guess who's back and stronger? Alright. No way for you to summon a third Bergamot right now. Best you can do is put, Jasmine probably in defense mode, which my two monsters will carve right through. Might as well play Lady of D just to say she's not allowed to attack either of the other monsters. So Rose Lover. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and toss White Knight. Lady of D attacks. Felgrand gets to have her life points. Actually, like 2/3 her life points, I guess. Alright. And you're going to accept your defeat with grace. So in that case, I won't jerk you around. I'll just finish the duel off so we can both get on to our days. And with that, that was the last duel for this episode. Very cool duel. I love fighting arrow mages. They're very tricky, but always rewarding. They just don't have the same sort of frustrating quality as something like Amazon is, or Anki's Master Hero Anki decks do for me. But anyway, enough jabbering, enough rambling and mumbling. That was the 5th duel for the episode. I'm probably just gonna get these 2 challenge stamps taken care of off camera with somebody else. I promise I'm not going to use this Felgrand Destruction deck at all off camera. Every time I duel with it, up until the end of the 10 Lost Trial, will be on camera, but I'm probably just going to experiment with something else in the PvP arena just to try and get these last prizes out of the way and to boost my progress through the new little Karibo event that's going on and all that stuff. But regardless, with the 5 duels done today, we had a total of 3 wins and 2 losses, so the total score is now going to be 9 wins and 4 losses. So, I'm still happy that the wins are outnumbering the losses 2-1. So, if we can keep that ratio up by the time that this deck runs out of steam and loses its last life, I'll be happy. I'll be astounded that this deck has been doing it this good. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all next time.